Listen in colour.
Hi everyone, welcome to Listen in Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. We are back to some Nightwish, but not Nightwish as I know it. This is not Floor, this is Tarja.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is here inside my mind.
Ooh, okay, so she's got quite a different voice to Floor. It's much more kind of classical sounding. And bizarrely, it sounds a bit like how I used to sing when I used to sing classical stuff. I had that kind of light voice that was quite flexible. Like she's got that, so I can very much tell that it's not Floor, but it still works. It's not better or worse, just different. And that is really interesting because I've heard this song so many times, having done lots of musical theatre, having had lots of friends who have played Christine and, taught this song lots of times, etc. So it's really interesting to hear a different version of it. So I can already hear some of the held notes on the synthesizer. They're playing slightly different chords, which is interesting. I love it when there's always a different voicing of a chord. It's always really interesting. And seeing what the band are gonna do. It's interesting. Okay. Oh, hello.
Say once again with me, I stray to it. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glass behind, the phantom of the opera is there.
Oh my god, that was so freaking cool. So this is Marko, who I love it when Marko sings. It makes me very happy because he's got this voice, particularly when he sings with Floor, it's like they're twins. Like when they harmonize, it's like, oh, it's like nothing else. This really works though, because when Andrew Lloyd Webber back in the 80s wrote Phantom of the Opera, he wrote it for his then wife, Sarah Brightman, to play Christine. And she's got this very unusual voice where she's got a lot of power in the lower, very low part, and then a huge amount of power in the top. And the middle part of her voice, it's fine, but it's not where her power is. So this song absolutely showcases Sarah Brightman's beautifully unusual voice, all this really in sleep he sang to me, all the low stuff, and then all the really really high bits. That is just classic Sarah Brightman. So he wrote this for her, and originally the guy who played Phantom in I think it was like the 1986, they did like a single that was out in the charts. And it was Steve Harley from Cockney Rebel played Phantom. And so Andrew Lloyd Webber had initially imagined the whole musical to be a little bit more rocky, a bit more like Jesus Christ Superstar. And therefore the Phantom would have this quite rocky voice. And then apparently over time, when they were working on the show, they realized that the musical had become more kind of classic musical theatre and operatic in tone. So then, therefore, Steve Harley's voice didn't really fit with the rest of it. So he didn't carry on and play Phantom in the West End. And we had Michael Crawford instead, who has a very different kind of voice. But this is probably how Andrew Lloyd Webber initially imagined the song being sung. So with Marko's kind of raspy kind of darkness in his voice and this rock power, it works really well because it has this darkness, this kind of edge to it, because the Phantom is quite an odd character. He's quite threatening. You never know if he's a goodie or a baddie. You never know whose side he's on and what he's going to do. So I quite like the character because the lyrics are dark. Sing Once Again With Me, our strange duet. It's quite dark lyrically. It's odd. And I like it with this kind of rocky edge to the voice. It just brings out the lyrics even more. So I'm enjoying that very much.
Turn on the opera with
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear.
my feet, they'll hear your spirit and my voice. They won't combine. The sound of all the opera with silence all when all your fantasies you always knew that mad mystery
We both believe
when it is hovering when night is light the scent of all the opera you see when
I love this combination of their voices. She's got such a quite a clean operatic voice that is quite like Sarah Brightman, but more operatic. It's got there's more kind of tilt rather than Sarah Brightman's got her larynx is straighter, so there's less tilt, darkness, and more kind of brightness. And I like that because it contrasts massively with the way Marco's singing this. So quite often they're at the same octave as each other, but they sound completely different because Marco's doing this very rough sound and he adapts his vowels to be more of an shape, and she's doing an and so it's really interesting. It's like a princess and a monster singing together, which I guess is the point of it. But it's so good. I think this is possibly my favourite version I've ever heard of the Phantom. Like, I've heard some really good Christines, and some of my friends have played Christine, and it's lovely. And obviously, the original Sarah Brightman version is always the one that it was, it's written for her. Marko as the Phantom, flippin' heck. It's bringing more edge and I don't know, like danger and sexiness to it than I thought it could. I don't know. It's interesting. Like there's a film version where Gerard Butler plays the Phantom, and that's fine. And I quite like that because he's not a trained singer, so he sings it more like an actor, and that was intentional. But I'm really enjoying this because probably somewhere deep down, this is what I want from the Phantom. Because I've never found the Phantom interesting. I don't understand why Christine goes off with him. I'm always like, he just seems like a weirdo. I don't get it. But if Phantom was like this, then I'd probably be like, yeah, but I see it. I see why she's torn between him and the other chap. Yeah, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it. Oh, Marko, rocking my world.
the body of their eyes.
for Phantom. This is who should be playing Phantom. I think that's just his job now. That was insane. That end section, everybody knows the Christine, the section that goes up and up and up and up and up until she hits that top E, which I'm not going to attempt right now. But Phantom just sort of goes, sing, and he just sort of just sort of says it loud, sing, sing my angel of music. That's all he does. But Margot adds something completely different. He's saying scream. I think he's saying scream my angel, which is much more interesting. And then he actually does some full-on rock screaming, which is really interesting. Adds a whole new texture to it. And then there's some screaming guitar, like that full wailing guitar, which just sounds so much more edgy and sexy and interesting. It feels like that's what the song is meant to be, and no one's ever quite reached those heights before because musical theatre singers don't do that. They just don't. But that was something else. Colour-wise in this one, I often get quite dark blues and things when I hear Nightwish, but her voice is very different to Floor's. So I hear her voice is more kind of like bronzy to me. It's got a very different quality to Floor's. And then Marco's voice is this like solid red, kind of blood red kind of colour. And the whole song has this big kind of essence of like dark purples and like heaviness. It always feels like big velvet curtains to me, this song, because it's meant to kind of sound like you're in an opera house and it's haunted and stuff. So it all feels very like heavy velvet curtains of purple and things, and then these voices cutting through. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's really nice to hear two very different voices sing this and come together so brilliantly. It's really fun. Working in the music industry, as I've said before, is not well paid. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. Thank you to everybody who already does this. It means so much to me and to my family. You are changing our lives, and we are so grateful. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love all your comments, so please keep them coming. And remember to have a colourful day.
Listening